Welcome to Kidopolis. I'm Jess.
Merci, arigato, gracias.
Thank you for joining us today. And this month, our theme is
Shout out.
And we're shouting out a whole lot of gratitude. Gratitude for our friends, family, coaches, the girl at the drive-thru window, the Amazon guy who brings your packages so quickly. It's so important for us to say thank you for all the great things in our life. And one way I like to show gratitude is with a dance. So let's get ready to worship our big God with a big
shout out.
Darkness run and hide, you bring the broken back to life. Only you can, only you can. You set me free from every chain, you fill my heart with songs of praise. Only you can, only you can. Jesus, you're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to rhythm. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Glory of your throne to bring this runaway back home. Only you can, only you can. You give me love, you give me life, you keep me dancing through the night. Only you can, only you can. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to rhythm. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Oh, every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Yeah. Jesus, you're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. You move me, your freedom is consuming. I feel it rushing through me. I'll never be the same. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to rhythm. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Oh, every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Yeah. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name.
I'm so grateful for a God who loved me so much that he sent his only son to die for me and for you. We should celebrate with a happy dance, or should I call it a
Shout out dance.
Have you ever done one of those? It's like when you can't contain something so exciting that's happened to you. Like you get an A on your test, or your parents let your best friend sleep over, or your parents announce that tomorrow you're going to Disney World. The energy inside, you can't contain it. It just comes out of you. Give it a try. DJ, play that song. Woo! Good job. Let's check out our video.
Hey everybody, I'm Lawson and I'm incredibly grateful that my mom made 2 pumpkin pies because I don't think I can just stop with one.
You can stop with one. The other one is for dinner tomorrow.
Oh. Well, thanks for those words of wisdom, Mom. Even though my stomach is now sad. Be right back. Anyway, I'm practicing gratitude, especially after an amazing story I heard from this girl Ashanti, who's a friend of my cousin Layla. Now Ashanti and her older sister Kendra are going to drive way north of the city and hike on this incredible trail that Kendra discovered. And Ashanti knows it's gonna be the best day ever! But just as they're packing up to go, it starts to rain. A lot! For like 40 days and 40 nights. And Ashanti's like, no! The whole day is already messed up. But then, Ashanti sneezes 3 times in a row. So loudly, the walls shake. Now, they can't go hiking, plus Ashanti's getting sick. Kendra tries to cheer her up and says, hey, we can still make s'mores. And it's all going great until kablam! Ashanti tries to check it out. She gets hit with a puff of burnt marshmallow fluff. Ashanti is completely done with this day. She stares out the window, wondering how soon she can just go to bed. But then, Ashanti starts to notice something. The rain on the window looks really cool. She says, wow, it's like stained glass. Then Oreo, who's really Kendra's cat, comes up and curls up with Ashanti and purrs, like a lion. And Kendra offers to teach Ashanti how to play chess, which Ashanti's been begging her to do for like 3 years. And pretty soon, Ashanti realizes that even though her day's not going to plan, she can still say, hey, thanks. Because she's got a lot to be grateful for. So kids, never hike over Niagara Falls without a barrel. But do always remember that gratitude is letting others know you see how they've helped you. Uh-oh.
Tissues on the counter. Throw drops in the cabinet.
Thanks, Mom. I'll see you guys next time.
I mentioned that you can show your gratitude through a dance. Do you think that's true? Do you do that? Do you? Well, let's see in our Bible story today what King David thought of a gratitude dance.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 6, verses 12 through 22.
After many years of war and uncertainty, David had finally become the king of Israel. But something was still missing from the royal city of Jerusalem.
The Ark of the Lord belongs here.
The Ark was a wooden chest that in some special way carried the presence of God among the Israelites. It had been stolen by the Philistines and then returned, and now it was sitting in the home of a man named Obed-Edom.
We'll set up a tent right here for the Ark. Let's go get it.
David's wife, Michal, was, let's just say, less than enthusiastic.
The dust on those back roads takes the curl out of my hair.
So David gathered up all his best soldiers and marched over to the place where the Ark rested.
This is a wonderful day. An incredible day. An absolutely fantastic day.
With great care, the men lifted the heavy Ark with carrying poles.
Wonderful. Excellent. Let's go. That's one step closer to Jerusalem. 2, 3.
Are you seriously gonna count the whole way?
Wait. Stop.
We've only come 6 steps.
That's okay. We need to thank God for everything He's done.
Right then and there, David sacrificed a bull and a calf to honor God.
Okay. Now we can move on.
1, 2, 3. Lift.
Just walking isn't enough. We should dance for God.
The ark's kind of heavy.
Everyone else, if you're not carrying the ark, celebrate, sing, shout, blow the trumpets.
The people shouted and ran alongside the ark. David danced before the Lord all the way to Jerusalem. As the laughing, shouting parade arrived, Michal stared in disbelief from a window. There was her husband, the king, dancing in a simple linen garment with all the common people.
Unbelievable. He looks ridiculous. Certainly not like a king.
Down on the street, David continued to dance all the way to the beautiful tent he had set up.
Everybody behind me, let's dance. Okay, keep on moving. Now, let's switch it up. Time for a breather. Let's put the ark right here.
1, 2, 3. Down.
David made more sacrifices to honor God. Then he stood before the people.
The ark has returned. God bless you. He is the one who rules over us all. He deserves our thanks for everything he's done. So let's keep celebrating. We've got some fresh bread and dates and raisin cakes for everyone.
Though all of Jerusalem had turned out for the festivities, one person still refused to celebrate. When David returned home, Michal met him furious.
You're the king of Israel, and you've really made yourself look good today, right? Dancing around in that thing?
A linen apron. It's what the priests wear.
But you're a king. You made a fool of yourself in front of all of your officials and even the servants.
I did it to honor God. He made me ruler over his people.
I can't even.
I will celebrate to honor the Lord.
You already said that.
Oh, I'm not done. I will bring even less honor to myself if it will bring more honor to God.
What is that in your beard?
Raisins. You want to do the electric slide?
No.
While Michal cared more about appearances than anything else, David fixed his gaze on God because he knew nothing was more important than celebrating, to thank God for all the amazing things he'd done.
I hope you guys had some fun with last week's activity in your packet. And make sure you check out each week. There's a devotional inside your packet where you can spend time thanking God for all the awesome stuff in your life. And if you're like, wait a second, what are these packets that Jess is talking about? Well, make sure you check out our welcome video to get your very own packet.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.